aboard. Activate. Welcome aboard. Activate.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more SeZoOoT. Welcome back to another live stream, and welcome back to the $1,000 top 32 players Grand Masters 2025 tournament. We are bang on time for another round number 1 today. We are flying through this tournament. We have Mojo Jojo against SeZoOoT today. Now, SeZoOoT from Jordan. I just asked him before what country he's from because I've never seen him play before. He does have quite a good record on ZH Ladder. I'm just going to have a look at that on the other screen whilst this is going on. I think he had quite a good rank. I think SeZoOoT will be the underdog here. Quite clearly, but yeah, Mojo, obviously very, very strong. But since we haven't seen SeZoOoT play before, then yeah, he's a bit more of an unknown quantity. Like Mojo Jojo is ranked 6 on the ZH Ladder with a 53 win percentage. In comparison, you've got like Lift Truck on 63%, Fargo on 66%, Some Step 73, Maricor 85, Xcal 91%. So yeah, Mojo's spanned a lot of games. Win percentage isn't amazing. Where is SeZoOoT on the list? I'm struggling to see SeZoOoT. Maybe his ranking was pretty... Oh no, there he is. He's at 121 rank, but he only has a... Oh yeah, he only has a 50% win rate now. I swear, when I looked the other day, he had a better win percentage rate than that. Okay, right. We're gonna have a look at the... we're gonna have a look at the bracket. So first of all, no webcam today, by the way. I've not got my makeup on today, so I'm just going to leave the webcam off so I can focus on the games. Okay, so yeah, today is only one set, 18 GMT, so due to start in just a couple of minutes' time. Then tomorrow, Thursday, you have Size and Radar. That's scheduled for 19 GMT, but I'm trying to move that to 18:30 GMT. So assume for now that's going to be 18:30 GMT. Because we need to also squeeze in a 20:30 GMT lift truck against Mad tomorrow as well. Then on Friday, we have the Some-Step Almud games. Saturday, we have Logica in action, Hummy in action, Revenger, Kiltol. We have Excal. We've got another set scheduled for Monday. So basically, if you have a look at that list, yeah, you've got matches pretty much every night for the next 5 nights. Okay, bit of a spoiler. If you don't want to see the bracket, probably look away now. So we are flying through this tournament. As I said before, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players eliminated so far. So you're on 25 players left. After today, there's only going to be 24 left. Today's set is going to involve SeZoOoT and Mojo. The winner of this will go on against Ninja. So, yeah, as I said, I think Mojo's the favorite. So you could have a potential Mojo Ninja. Or if SeZoOoT pulls off the upset here today, then we could see a SeZoOoT versus Ninja. Yeah, Ninja, you remember, had a good performance there against Urk in round number 1. Yeah, you've got Fargo through, you've got Ganja through, Killer Staz, Boyka Amarikar, very high-level set. But the one I'm most looking forward to would be the winner of Kiltol and Logica against Fargo. Potentially that will be on Sunday. So, yeah, flying through this tournament. Only 25 players left. But there is soon to be just 24 players left. Okay, first map, as always, will be Oxygen 1. This tournament is $1,000, and it is all sponsored by the legendary Oxygen. He's put so many thousands of dollars into this game. You wouldn't believe the amount of dollars that he's put in into various tournaments, challenges, stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is the first time we're ever watching SeZoOoT play. He says hello to me, hello to the chat as well. Shout out to everyone in the chat today. Tank Stealth, nice matchup. Okay, we in lobby waiting on Mojo. So, one bad thing for Mojo here is I think sometimes he's known to disconnect from games. I don't know if he has the best internet connection. SeZoOoT is from Jordan. Mojo, I believe, is from Syria. Yeah, sometimes I've seen in sets Mojo will disconnect. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen here today, but just a caveat, if it does happen, then yeah, it could be a loss for Mojo. We're going to stick by standard tournament rules, which is pretty much if you disconnect from a match, if you were 90% winning and you disconnect, then there's a re. But if you weren't 90% winning, if it was anything less than that and you disconnect, then it is a loss. Brian Kinley, welcome to you in the chat. He asked the question, what does imba mean? Imba means imbalanced, yep. Yeah, but that shouldn't happen very much in this tournament because we've chosen a list of matchups for the players to choose from. So there's maybe 12 different matchups, something like that. All pretty balanced ones, like Stealthy Tank, Demo, Inf. What do we have? We have some air mirrors. We have some China mirrors in there, which just means like an air versus air. USA versus USA, China v China, nuke v nukes, things like that. Yeah, currently waiting on Mojo to join. Here he is. Okay, SeZoOoT chose tank versus stealth. Mojo first army. Okay, Mojo will play the tank first. I probably also would choose the tank first as well. I think it's stronger. Okay, good luck, have fun. I'm going to jump in with the first match with some China music, since there's probably going to be a massive tank blob army on the battlefield at some point. Shout out to all viewers in the chat. Dutch Smurf, Mork, Logo. We've got Logman Luton back here as well. Hagop, Matsta. We've got Killer here as well. You like the intro. Down in the south position, we have the Gile Stealth. This is the red player. This is SeZoOoT. Yeah, and I know people like to know the countries they're from, so I asked him before. He's from Jordan. I've never watched him play any game before, any replay. I've never watched a stream of him, and I've never had him in my game, I don't think. So he's a very big unknown quantity to me. So I'm hoping for a stellar performance. Let's see what he has got for us. Up in the top position, we have the yellow. This is the China tank. I would deem it the stronger army of the two here. It's not like impossible for the stealth. Of course, we've tried to pick balanced matchups. I do think tank does probably win maybe like 60% of the time. But stealth definitely has every possibility to get a win. So this is in the north, Mojo Jojo. Yeah, probably one of the biggest spammers over the last 12 months. If you were to add up like all of the top 10 players, or all of the top 20 players, or even top 32 players, how many games they've played, you've got some big spammers in there. Lift Truck, Excal, Tumstep, Mojo, pretty much something like that is probably the top 4, not far off. So let's see what SeZoOoT has got for us, in store. He's gone for 2 supplies. He's got a tunnel on the right. He's got the technical veterancy. We're watching every little detail here. We want to see an epic performance from SeZoOoT. Tech RPG comes in and is going to hit this gap. The gap is not running away. The technical RPG is going to win the fight there. There's a demo trap here, which is pretty much going to work, I think. It does work. Beautiful. Nice start so far from SeZoOoT. He's also got a hijacker in the base, but he's going to run into some mines. Everything has been perfect, apart from obviously running into the mines. But, yeah, how are you supposed to know there's mines there, I guess? Imagine if those mines weren't there and a flamer came out. That would be one of the quickest GGs probably you've seen in a while. Orsman in the chat says his logic a part of OB clan. I believe he did, but then now he's not. I think he got kicked out. That's what, just what I think from looking in from the outside. You got 2 flamers coming in through the middle. A bunch of quads. You do not want to hang around there with the quads. If you lose all of them quads now, that is a big bad move. Technical is coming through. You don't want to step on the mines. That's quite a good little nifty, sneaky tech RPG, isn't it? Just going right behind the army. Mojo didn't really see that, I don't think. And now the technical, he might be able to get a super tech. Flamers here in the middle will take down the tunnel. He gets some veterancy there on that flamer. Tech RPG is going to look for a dozer. He's got a big potential here to get a super tech. So if he doesn't get a super tech, it's a hugely missed opportunity. Is he going to get it? He's going to move his technical out of the way. Needs to go and take it back and repair. There is still some scrap there. A super tech would be massively beneficial here because you'd be able to stop all of this. You'd just be able to pick it off slowly. The quads do so little damage here. And that is a really bad engagement for the quads. You don't want to stand there taking that fight for SeZoOoT. I mean, he holds that position. He did lose a few quads there in the process. I like two tunnels like that. One covering the left, one covering the right. If anything comes through the middle, they both chip away at it. But I really would like to see that technical get up to a super tech. That's one big way you can gain the advantage here. One of the dozers did get picked off. So imagine if he got that super tech, and then he could come in on the right-hand side and hunt that dozer. It's primed and ready for the taking. It's not covered at all. Mines have tried to be built there by Mojo, but the dozer's just sticking out of that. Here comes the super tech. So yeah, we are going to see a super tech. That's going to make it... It's going to make it a bit easier for the stealth. I would have said a lot before, but now there's a prop out at ECMs that can just get locked down very, very quick. There is a Lotus already here. Yeah, he's going to disable it. The technical will have to shoot the Lotus straight away. The dozer just finished the CC as well. Super tech is going to go down. Oh, actually... The RPGs there might save the super tech, which is pretty funny. Guy comes in. Yeah, super tech is focused. Oh. Hal is saved on 74%. He has expanded over on the left. It's not looking absolutely terrible for SeZoOoT. It has actually been a pretty solid performance. I did like the little demo trap there as well to stop that gap coming in from the beginning. Okay, a few ECMs, 4 flamers, outpost, and a GAT. Yeah, it does do quite some damage, that. Quads pop over on the right-hand side. Mojo now coming in with his army. Needs to get them flamers up front. They're the things that dishing out the damage here. These flamers are not taking much damage against the tower because of the ECMs. That's why it's quite a deadly army, this. The tower really probably should have been evac because you're going to lose a load of RPGs there that could have otherwise been used for inside a battle bus. Yeah, the whole left-hand side is looking like it is going to get cleared. Yeah, Mojo comfortably ahead here, I think. Says who's going to go into survival mode back inside of his base. A couple of flamers coming in from the left. But the Lotus is getting some additional cash here with the... with this oil. Plus that artillery platform is going to be annoying as well. There's some artillery platforms to capture here too. But yeah, looking like a very comfortable position. I'd happily be in the position of the tank now. Mojo is in. It's looking pretty nice for him. Flamers coming in on the right-hand side. Battle bus goes down. Yeah, it was actually a very nice try by SeZoOoT. But it is looking more and more grim. Oh, there's a few dozers here getting picked off. Mojo not realized that that's still occupied. Just tank is just very strong. Every unit you make from your war factory pretty much can 1v1 a quad. Flamer. An outpost. A gap with the veterancy. Especially when you get all the upgrades. Pretty much, like I said, all of your units can beat a quad And that's your main unit you're going to be making as a stealth. Until, of course, you get to battle bursters, but then MiGs take out the battle burst. The super tech probably came into play a little bit too late. Maybe you could have tried a little bit harder to get the super tech. But yeah, SeZoOoT trying to hang in there. He does have his oil down in the bottom right. He has made a bit of a line of defense here, and he's got his first black market up. But the problem is that the tank's going to be on so much cash. He's got so much map control. As soon as the stealth comes out with a battle bus, it's just going to get hit by the MiGs. As soon as he sends any workers out, it's going to get hit by MiGs or the ground army. You can see artillery coming out across the map now, as well as mines. Mine drop probably in here. It's just going to be annoying. Even if you put workers there to clear the mines, it's still going to take 30 seconds or so to clear it all. Oil down at the bottom right gets picked off as well. So yeah, what we'd like to see here from Mojo is the MiGs coming in with a strike in tandem with the ground army pushing, which is the Flamers. Yeah, remember as well, SeZoOoT chose this matchup. Bunch of RPGs here. SeZoOOT's not quitting anytime soon. A lot of people would have quit already. But he looks like he wants to fight it out. Mojo is spending every penny. He's got additional war factories all over the place. He's got 3 war factories now in the middle alone, plus these 2. So he's got 5 war factories. He's captured everything and expanded to every supply. Yeah, and it is going to be extremely difficult to win this now as the stealth. Yeah, that supply was cancelled. He didn't get the $1,500, I mean. MiGs are coming back out across the map. The battle busters need to make a run for it. I don't know how they still went down, honestly. It's like they were still on fire or something. Yeah, SeZoOoT putting in a valiant effort here. Have to give credit where credit's due. But a valiant effort is not enough in this case. The tank is just absolutely everywhere. But I do think it's got the potential to go to 1-1. Based on what I've seen from SeZoOoT there, I was actually quite impressed. I just think it's very hard against the tank. Yeah, it has to be like a phenomenal performance by the stealth. So yeah, I wouldn't be too disheartened by that if I was SeZoOoT. But I would be if he also loses with the tank. Yeah, I think tank's supposed to win here. Ali Ali in the chat, shout out to you. He says, hey Domi, who do you think is more likely to win? Well, we covered it before. I mean, SeZoOoT's a much lower rank than Mojo. They both got about the same win percentage. Mojo's spammed a lot more games, a lot more experience. SeZoOoT, I haven't seen him before. So based on all of that, you have to say Mojo's a heavy favorite. However, yeah, I'm hoping still for a close set. Up in the top position, we have the China tank, which is the red. This is SeZoOoT. And then down in the south position with the yellow Gillet Stealth, this is Mojo. Or Mojo Jojo. Well, I don't like this. Unless he makes a barracks, I don't like it. I just think it's unnecessary. An unnecessary risk for the tank here. We'll see if it pays off. He's going for a very fast war factory there in the middle. I think it's just way more safe to do 3 supplies in your base. 1 war factory to start off with, into a second, get your prop and slowly push out that way. I think it's just so risky to be doing this. And Mojo's found it straight away. So he could now, rather than protecting against the truck rush, he can now change his build. He can make a couple more terrorists from there, get the technical out, and he could TNT that front war factory from the beginning. It's still going to be 3 supplies from SeZoOoT, but the problem is, if a technical goes around the back now and starts harassing your dozers and your trucks, you're already out in the front. Also, if there was a hijacker now, you're dead. So many unnecessary risks, I think, here. Technical comes through. It is a TNT. He's going to go for the... Not the dozer. Okay, he's going for a truck. Yeah, Flame has been hijacked. You see, he's taking so many unnecessary risks. Why would I don't understand why you'd risk making a flamer as your first unit and send it across the map. Now you've given the stealth a flamer. Now you've got to be watching your base everywhere because there's going to be a flamer from there. Yeah, seems a bit inexperienced now watching this first game. Barracks as well. Technical, is that going to escape? I don't think so. I think it'll get trapped there, won't it? Oh, no, it can go around. Okay, but it's going to go in the mines. Yeah, going to go in the mines anyway. But this tunnel here has got a flamer inside of it, I'm pretty sure. So his base is going to be getting flamed, and that's going to be a very fast GG. Yeah, there's a flamer. It's on the right side. There's a tunnel on the left and the right. This was totally unnecessary by SeZoOoT. He chose this matchup, which would indicate he's experienced in it. He knows what he's doing. But I just... If you watch any top-level game, they're all going 3 supplies and a war factory in the base. Attacking with 1 outpost. I don't know, man. This is... Yeah, not as good as the previous game for SeZoOoT. He's falling apart. His entire base is going to be gone. Yeah, there are mines there, so you have to start the flame wall from further back. It's going to take down that supply. There's a flamer here, though. And then outpost going in on the left-hand side. Okay, flamer gets stopped. Yeah, I just think it's unnecessary quick aggression there. The tank is extremely good in just ecoing up and pushing out with a big blob of army. That's where the stealth is going to struggle. But you make some flamers as your first units. It's going to get hijacked. You're leaving your base open to all kinds of attacks. It's more important to stop these flanks.
You have been defeated.
Yeah, maybe if Mojo went extremely passive, like didn't make a TNT, didn't make a hijacker, maybe there was an option to win there. But it was totally unnecessary, that strat, I think. 204 Mojo. Okay, he wants the list of matchups. Phantoms in the chat says, hey, Dommy, do you have any tips for air versus super hard challenge? If I remember correctly, in the super weapon challenge, you get A10'd and particled like quite quick by a bunch of stuff. You have to bait in that A10 against the useless building. I think you drop down like a few barracks and spread it out and make some anti-air to protect against commies. Get your oils over to the left-hand side. There's I think some UN crates over there on the left-hand side as well. And then obviously you're against the EMPs. You need to slowly start to clear that right-hand side. You can probably fly around with King Raptors and get some free kills. Get up your support powers and then slowly clear the EMPs from the map. SeZoOoT maybe is not loaded here. Yeah, not sure what's going on. Yeah, I'm not a super expert on the challenges. Obviously, have played them. Hence my little bit of knowledge there. But yeah, you need to find a way to slowly clear the EMPs towards the right-hand side. I think there's supplies there. You need to get those supplies. And then slowly island hop. And take over the map. I'm sure there's speed runs out there. I'm sure there's quicker ways to win. The top left big island is good. But you slowly use the support powers to clear the EMPs. Up in the top position, we have the super weapon for the red player. This is SeZoOoT. Yeah, currently 2-0 down. SeZoOoT. Down in the south position with the yellow China Vanilla. This is Mojo. Ibrahim, welcome back in the chat. He says, when I was an active ZH player, the streams, tournaments, and cash challenges were only for known pros. Is that the case? I think you might not be correct there. This EMP could really throw a spanner in the works for Mojo. That's going to be beautiful. Whoa, what? Oh my god, what am I seeing? What did I just see? That's crazy. He cancelled the EMP before the airfield was cancelled. So he was just insanely lucky that then Mojo also cancelled it. That was going to be a War Factory plus Gatlix, that was. But I don't agree necessarily with cancelling that EMP. I like that barracks. That's a beautiful barracks. Because that EMP is going to do nothing now apart from hit this power. It's going to hit this power and it's also forced out a barracks. Fully loaded V is coming in for SeZoOoT. Needs to be careful because that V gets one-tapped and it's going to be moving slow. And it is going to get one-tapped, I think. That EMP needs to be hitting something. You can't just sit in there chilling. Yeah, trucks are going down. Another V is going to be loaded. This is probably the best we've seen from SeZoOoT so far. Holy moly. That's very bad. That is awful. Don't think he was expecting a gap there, but you've got to be looking in all places. Mojo is dozer hunted. Trucks are getting hit over on the left-hand side. There's a troop crawler out. Mojo can still win because he still has income. Albeit not very much. And there's a troop crawler coming here, so he's going to be able to clear this EMP. Yeah, big mistake there from SeZoOoT. Obviously losing that V because now he can't collect. But he will use the second V to clear it. This V needs to heal using the battle drone. He probably should save this EMP, actually. That is a huge risk going there because if something comes out of that War Factory, that V's dead. Yeah, a bit of game freeze here. That EMP is actually going to live. This battle drone is getting shot down. Someone asked in the chat, what are the Chinas that the no ecos can work against? Well, clearly it's working here. Typically, you wouldn't do it against China Vanilla, though, because China Vanilla can make cheap... Oh, he's lost that V. It can make cheap tank hunters at $300. They build pretty quick. And if you build, like, 4 of them, for example, it can do quite a lot of damage against your no eco. And no eco is where you go in one supply. I don't know why he's still long distance collecting from that supply, by the way. Yeah, no eco is where you go one supply and you go all in with as many Vs and ambulances as you can get. Typically, it's 2 full Vs and 1 ambulance. So the armies that it can work against best is tank. It can work against nuke as well. but it's a bit dodgy to do it against infantry. Not to say it's impossible, but it's pretty dodgy because obviously infantry is what counters it, and you can make vetted tank inses. And China Vanilla is probably the second most dodgy thing to do it against because it can make troop crawlers and also tank inses from there. Yeah, typically you won't see it, although it clearly looks like it was possible here. There was a possibility here for sure. It was that V there that went down that screwed things up. And also this EMP here, not shooting a power, not shooting anything, despite him being hunted, is very, very poor. You could be killing that barracks that wouldn't be able to repair, and then you could disable both war factories. So this is a big shame for SeZoOoT. He's not playing the game to his max potential. He's not killing that barracks. He's sacrificing his only dozer for the greater good. He's at risk of losing the game anyway, so it doesn't matter about sacrificing his last dozer. But there's so many GATs coming out now, plus this troop crawler. Yeah, SeZoOoT, I think, has thrown this one away. I think he had this game. Yeah, GG from SeZoOoT. Nice hold there from Mojo. But yeah, that was definitely winnable for SeZoOoT. It was going really, really nicely. The cancelled EMP and the cancelled airfield was just weird. Could say it's not really a mistake for Mojo. He already probably clicked it, but the SeZoOoT cancelling that EMP before the airfield was cancelled, I think that was a mistake. Not shooting the barracks was a mistake. Losing that second full V was a mistake. Quite a lot of mistakes there from SeZoOoT, to be honest. Yeah, Ibrahim in the chat indicated that tournaments when he was around used to only be for the top pros. I doubt that, you know. What website are you talking about that you used to have tournaments on? Can you link us some stuff? Because I don't know necessarily if that's the case. Down in the south position, we've got the red China Vanilla for the player that is SeZoOoT. Up in the top position with the yellow super weapon general, this is Mojo. Mamo says EMP doesn't disable power. Yeah, quite rightly. It doesn't disable power, but he was hunted. You could have killed the power very slowly over time, and you could have killed the barracks very slowly over time. Personally, I would have hit the barracks, because the barracks has quite a low HP compared to like a power. And once you've got through the barracks, you were in range of both of the war factories, I think. So both of the war factories would have been disabled, and he would have had no dozer. It's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. But I think SeZoOoT's probably more inexperienced. I think with time, he'll become more experienced. So he'll probably watch this stream back and probably be kicking himself, thinking, oh, why didn't I do that? But also, it's easier from an observer point of view. It's easy for me to sit here and just say, oh, do this, do that, do this. But the... yeah, the truth is he's in against a more experienced player than himself. And the pressure's on. And sometimes you don't always think of everything that we're saying here. Yeah, when this happens, you never want to disable your own dozer. So even though it seems counterproductive, what you would do is get the EMP and you would control fire like way back here. And then you would just use the dozer for the crushers. Because now what's going to happen is you're probably going to lose... okay, he's not. Okay, it survives, not by the skin of his teeth. But it did almost mess up. But yeah, this is a no eco. We've got a war factory on the right for SeZoOoT. SeZoOoT's got 4 trucks collected here. He's got 6 trucks in total. Does Mojo know about this sneaky war factory? Oh, we've got a V gone down. Probably because Mojo was looking back in his base. Probably he was putting his missile defenders back inside of his V. Flamer gets taken out. Still the War Factory is alive, though. I don't know how. It's even on fire. Okay, so over on the left-hand side, SeZoOoT now coming in with a get. This War Factory has been stopped. Big mistake there from Mojo. That might have actually just cost him the game. I think Mojo's multitasking does not seem 100% on point. I think because he was laser locking there, he wasn't paying attention to that V. Now, sometimes you don't want to be clicking your V into a possible danger zone and then microing elsewhere. Click it into a safe zone and then micro elsewhere. Otherwise, that happens. And yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Mojo now. He's not going to be able to collect. Yeah, Mojo's still in with a chance with this low V, but it is targeted now. I think SeZoOoT is going to get his first game there. Because what can Mojo do about this now? He's got nothing. He's got no units out. GG. SeZoOoT gets himself on the scoreboard. 3-1 is the score. Yeah, Ibrahim in the chat said that it was Size and Rage who used to play against each other only, and they were playing for money. Yeah, they used to do personal private bets against each other. As Size still does nowadays, I believe. And he has done for a while, like against Fargo and stuff. But that doesn't mean all tournaments are just limited to a few select players. And the level right now is higher than at that time of that period of time for 0 Hour as well, because out of Size and Rage, I think Size was overall the best, and there are many people now better than Size at that time. Size still plays, and there's people better than Size now, like Tumstep, Maricot, Excal, just for example. There's 3 straight away. You got Lift Truck even beating Size now. I think Lift Truck and Size played like 6 sets or something, and Lift Truck won the majority of them. Okay, so it's going to be Laser Talks next. Mojo will pick the map. Okay, Black Hell will be the map of choice. Mojo will play the Tox first. SeZoOoT will play Laser on Black Hell, the map. Okay, so up in the north position, USA Laser for the red. This is SeZoOoT. Down in the south position with Jelly Tox in the yellow, this is Mojo. Yeah, SeZoOoT now on the scoreboard, and this is winnable both ways, by the way. Laser and Tox. I don't like this build though from SeZoOoT, because he's going to go for one supply, multiple Chinooks into oils. I more prefer 2 supplies, 4 Chinooks. It's going to be a no eco again. Nah. This is a terrible idea. This really is. Poor SeZoOoT, man. He's obviously not feeling confident this set. This is not the right thing to do here. This is not the right thing to do. Those who gets dropped off, workers are running away straight away. Is he going to be able to get them workers to get loaded up inside of a technical? There's a couple of TNTs here. Just the RPGs. The drone's been found. Nah, this is not good. The best build here is supply, barracks, ranger. A few missile defenders out to laser lock. When you get one or both oils, then you go into a war factory and make these. Pretty much like you saw Fargo doing yesterday. Fargo did it perfectly yesterday against the Buka. Yeah, and once that supply gets hit, which it does, then there is no more money now already for SeZoOoT. He's already dead. All Mojo has to do is just wait it out. He's already making a second arms dealer. No additional tunnels. V is now already being focused. Tech RPG comes in. That's it. This is why it's a bad build. SeZoOoT, man. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing it? GG. 4-1 for Mojo. Yo, Pigeon, welcome back. He says, are players allowed to watch replays? If so, is there a time limit between matchups? Yes, they are allowed to watch replays. Is there a time limit? No. Typically, we've never had to come to that. No player has ever taken like half an hour analyzing a replay, for example. There's been like a couple of team games in the past that I think I was involved in and playing. I think I was in a 3v3 on Twilight Flame, and we were like a few games in. And the guy in the opposing team said he needed like a 15-20 minute break to go and pray or something like that. So he went praying for like 15 minutes. We had to wait, and then he came back. That's the only time there's been a big delay. I think maybe if someone had connection issues, they went AFK for like 30 minutes and then came back once they fixed it. But typically 99.99% of times, you've never had to think about that delay between matches. If it does become a problem, then probably you would need to have a rule added. Up in the top right, we've got USA Laser for the yellow player. This is Mojo. And then down in the bottom left position, we have the red Gilet Tox for the player that is SeZoOoT. Yeah, this map's called Black Hell because it's meant to be a black hell. You've got the volcano of death here in the middle. Does cause a massive explosion. Not that explosion, but there is a more massive explosion soon. It does kill helixes, kills any air unit actually that happens to be flying over it, including Chinooks. There you go, that one. If you fly over it with air units, it will kill them. Okay, dose drop here from Mojo. Interesting, he made one ranger and then is now making the second one. He's also doing quite a forward war factory. This ranger needs putting over here, and already that ranger needs putting to collect. There's a little bit slow on that and a little bit slow on this. He's also blocking his own ranger here. Bion Co 22, welcome to you, man. He says he's new to the channel. Yeah, streams of this tournament pretty much every night for like the next 5 nights at least. That's like European time. Mojo's from Syria and SeZoOoT is from Jordan, so I'm told. Okay, Tech RPG comes in. V goes low, technical goes down. Tech RPG comes in for SeZoOoT, mostly gets cleared up though. Well, actually, it gets completely cleared up. Did kill a few missile defenders in the process. Yeah, Army of V's is coming along nicely. Strategy Center is going up. Yeah, a few V's remaining behind, with 3 V's moving out. And Strategy Center is now half built. Ooh, 99% demo trap. Very interesting. There's a few technicals here for SeZoOoT. Second arms dealer is going up. Tech RPG with a couple of terrorists inside of there. Does get himself a V. Probably those V's have to go back unless they are totally loaded. Then with the Search and Destroy, they can still do some damage. But probably better get another V with that at a minimum. 3 or 4 Vs plus an ambulance is probably the minimum.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, the person who lost air units to this volcano was actually Mojo against Size, and Size made 2 helixes. One of them was full, and one of them was a speaker tower, and he lost both of them to the exploding volcano. Okay, tentacles pop here from SeZoOoT. Micro is nice from Mojo, mostly. I mean, that one got left, but it was full HP anyway. 1 V did go down. I think that one is empty. So that's not ideal. CC now being built by Mojo. Not the best micro. Again, is that like a multitasking thing from Mojo? Remember before when he clicked his V across the map and then just lost it to a gap? We also saw a similar thing from SeZoOoT. We just saw a similar thing there. I mean, it didn't go absolutely awful, but he did lose a V regardless by clicking into a tunnel. SeZoOoT definitely in the beginning here should have focused on denying the oils. I think as soon as Mojo opened with 2 supplies and 2 oils, it's instantly looking bad for Tox. Palace is on the way, but it's halfway. And Mojo now coming out across the map, clearing this tunnel. Mojo on the run. There's a bunch of technicals coming in. Ambulance gets picked off. The technicals need to back off now. You might get 1 more V, but you're going to lose all of them technicals in the process. Extra supply going up. Palace is now finished. I think Mojo needs to get out now and build a supply. He is doing there, and he is doing there, actually. Yeah, this is good. Because he's gaining the map control around the edges of the map. I think hold in the middle. You've got to hold there, and even if a quad like Parks here can get harassed. Plus, you got the danger of the exploding volcano. But yeah, expanding around the edges like this is nice for the laser. Yeah, the funny thing about Size losing them 2 helixes is he was China Vanilla, Mojo was Tox. And Size made the 2 elixirs as his opening units, cleared up a few tunnels, and then lost the helixes, but then still went on to win the game. Can you imagine? The first 2 expensive units you make, they both get killed by the map, and you still go on to win the game. That shows what a beast Size is. I think he won with Nukes, Internet Center, Infernos, Overlords, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, a bit of a trade-off there. Probably worse for SeZoOoT, though, losing all of his army. Still 3 Vs remaining, plus 3 more here, and even a V and an ambulance here. If that laser turret gets up, it's going to become exceptionally hard for the Tox to get this land back. Okay, there are buggies out now. Problem is, it's alright having buggies, but if you have like no map control and not even half as much income as the laser, then don't know. They're gonna have to be some really cost-effective buggies. Another laser turret going up here. Got 2 here as well. It's actually quite hard to engage them because when you engage them with buggies, the buggies are probably going to go up here and they're probably going to go within minimum range. Or within the range of a laser turret, and you're probably going to get hit. I guess that means GG in
you have been
some
defeated.
language. I'm guessing Arabic. I don't know. Don't know what letters they were. 5-1 is the score. Yeah, SeZoOoT beacon in the buggies there. Because it was on a hill, that's what I was saying before. It's hard for buggies to engage up hills. M-Isa says, Tommy, we don't see you in tournaments as a player anymore. Well, I'm not going to be in this tournament anyway because I'm streaming. I'm a referee. I'm the host. And I don't recommend to play in your own tournament that you're refereeing. I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, you may see me in them in the future. The ones that are not mine, I mean. Okay, matchup. Yeah, just a reminder, whoever wins here today will go on against Ninja in round number 2. Okay, demo inf. Map or veto. So Memphis said in the chat that SeZoOoT is a 50k player, but he just started playing 1v1s. Okay. Yeah, Ibrahim in the chat said that he quit in 2018, and if he came back today and installed it today, he could beat SeZoOoT 10-0. Let's see it happen then, Ibrahim. I see you here every evening lately. You talk a big game. I would like to see you in action. We can, if you come back in the next 7 days, we'll arrange you to play against SeZoOoT. Try and get it sponsored as well. How about that? Up in the top right, we have the China infantry in the yellow. This is Mojo. And down in the bottom left, we have the red Gillet demolition for SeZoOoT. If SeZoOoT loses this one, he is out of the tournament. Got double barracks there for SeZoOoT with a 1 supply. Is it going to be a Helix? Looks like maybe no. It's going to be a War Factory. So Mojo's going for 1, 2, 3, 4 oils. Flamer out, technical out. Technical will try to deny these. These are expensive losses for Mojo because they're 350 a piece for these minigunners. But I don't know why he just stopped attacking. He gave him the warning and then just stopped attacking. Pretty poor there from SeZoOoT. He also should be checking this one. He's going into the main base. Nah, SeZoOoT, man. What are you doing? You have to stop that. Okay, he stops that. But imagine if he just stopped that one, and stopped that one. It would have been a legendary stop. And then you could have killed the truck as well, which he probably is going to kill a truck. Yeah, that first technical needed to get a bit more done, in my opinion, because these minigunners are still running around, capturing stuff. 2 oils there, 1 oil there, gonna be 2 oils there, so there's like quite a lot of money for Mojo. Second supply has been added by SeZoOoT. Couple of quads now pushing for SeZoOoT. Don't really think they're going to do a lot, to be honest. I think if you want to do some aggression in that path, probably go for another tech RPG. Well, go for another technical with RPGs inside of it, or even terrorists, and hunt these dozers. You want to be trying to hunt the dozers, make the infantry scared. Flamer here versus the quads. Quite a beautiful flame wall. Does weaken 2 quads. Might even kill 2 quads. Yeah, looking pretty good again for Mojo. I think the infantry is not as strong on this map as it is in other ones. Mainly because those minigunners are more expensive. You don't, like, get 2 Red Guard for cheap, like China Vanilla or the other Chinas. You've got to make expensive minigunners. And even though they're stronger, you want to capture all the oils as fast as possible, which boosts the other Chinas more than the infantry. But even like GLA and USA, the Rangers are cheaper, quicker to produce. You just send them all over the place. If one dies, it doesn't matter so much. But the minigunners are 350 a piece. So if you like lose 2 or 3 in the beginning, it's really a hard hit for the infantry. That was quite a good engagement against that outpost. SeZoOoT is taking over the whole map, to be fair. He's adding a 3rd arms dealer. Is it the big macro-y ones and GLA where SeZoOoT is going to shine? Is this more like the 50k games that he's used to playing? It possibly is. So maybe this is where he's going to shine a little bit more. He has to win every game from now. Get these quads take out the power. All of the quads are being disabled currently by the Super Lotus. Mojo has the most cash in the bank here. But SeZoOoT is actually playing pretty good. Like the macro game from SeZoOoT here. He's taking over the map. He's putting on the pressure with the armies of quads. Okay, he's behind an XP, but still, he's expanded. He's got his repair bay. Which would like to get the refinery. Like to see him get the refinery. He's not got worker shoes. He's got the demolition upgrade. It's actually looking like a fairly decent game here from SeZoOoT. Just imagine now if that first technical had stopped those first couple of minigunners, and then imagine he came in with a tech RPG again and hitting some trucks and hitting some dozers, trying to go for the dozer hunt, and then got himself to this position. He'd have won the game. He still might even win the game. Quad's still coming in, but they're running a little bit to their death now because it's outpost ECMs. They're taking the fight on the hill, though, which is actually probably a bit more to the quad's benefit. But I would like to see Demo, Rebel, Ambush. I don't think we've got a CC yet for SeZoOoT, but we definitely should see a CC because Demo, Rebel, Ambush can wreck this army. And then you come in with another wave of quads with AP bullets, and you'd be going through that. Rufus in the chat says, do we have a moderator in the chat? Don't think so, but I'm reading the chat. If we see anything bad, I'll take action. So far, I don't see any rule breaking in chat, to be honest. Yeah, Ibrahim is talking a good game, let's say. But he's not technically breaking any rules, I don't think. Yeah, quads from SeZoOoT continue. But it's just giving away a load of XP now because these are quite loaded. What you could do is like send one quad forward and then press detonate, or use the Rebel Ambush or demo bikes. Yeah, we're not really seeing a mix, and he also doesn't have AP bullets or the repair upgrade. So although the macro is kind of there, the upgrades, the unit mix, expansion to that supply, these kind of things are lacking. Also a better sealing off of the middle as well. Yeah, SeZoOoT continues. He's just sending... Oh, he's got AP bullets now, at least. But yeah, he's got a lot of quads coming through the middle. I think he actually might get this one. His macro game is just on it. But we just need to see a better unit mix. Like, Jean Monkel, that's the first time we've seen him in 10 minutes, I think. Unless he was out before and I just missed it. There's a mine drop, carpet bomb. Yeah, some of these quads could be detonated. You could press I on them. Has Jean Monkel sniped anything? I don't know. He could be helping out now, but he's just standing and waiting for his death. Both players are floating like 17k. EMP comes through, disables. Disables 2 quads. Scudstorm going up, but yeah, CC, that's been lacking because he's nearly level 5. And he's only just making making a CC. But again, why is there no unit mix in here? He's just sending quads to their death again. Mojo's got 12k in the back. Rebel ambush kills the mix. Yeah, okay. Fairly good. I would have been thinking to use it on the army, but that's good as well. Thing is, if you came in with like 20 quads in a big line and the Jean Michel, and then you used ambush on this army of outposts, then you can kill the entire base. Which still gets you, it will get you an even better result than wasting the quads and ambushing that. If that makes sense. Okay, angry mobs are on the way now. I think sneaking some down that right-hand side could be good as well, because all of this is wide open. But again, these quads need to be micro back. Send the RPGs forward, send bikes forward, but you're just sending quads to their death. Still, he's still keeping on the pressure, still ahead. He's got markets. I suppose this is more like a 50k map, isn't it? I think SeZoOoT should be picking these big kind of maps like this. This is where SeZoOoT can use his 50k Twilight Flame skills. A lot of makes go down there. Mojo GG's. Yeah, the pressure there was relentless from SeZoOoT. But there's like... There's aggression and there's like controlled aggression. That was just like... A lot of quads were just sent to their death over and over and over again. When I think a bit of better decision making and not just rallying units, I think he could have even made that cleaner and won the game maybe a little bit quicker. Okay, so... right, we've got to start responding to Ibrahim in the chat. So Ibrahim said that he uninstalled the game in 2018. So Boyka's replay of Boyka versus best CXN player Electric, which is supposedly is Ibrahim, was uploaded on the 3rd of September 2019. So that is a year later than he said. So when did you uninstall it? 2019 or 2018 or 2020? Up in the top right, we've got the China infantry for the red player. This is SeZoOoT. I was going to say WF for SeZoOoT, but we haven't called him WF SeZoOoT for the whole set, so we're not just going to randomly add that in. Down in the bottom left, we've got the Gillet Demolition, the yellow player for Mojo. Yeah, I do know the player Electric. I think I played against him on CXN. Electric would always host a game on Game Ranger. 1v1 pros, CXN. I don't know if he map hacked or not. You always suspect them CXN players of map hacking. I think he was pretty good. Don't think he was the best CXN player ever. But I don't remember him having the best personality. I think he was pretty arrogant. Probably that confirms that it's Ibrahim in the chat. Just got to be brutally honest there, haven't we? Okay, forward tunnel. Helix is out. I don't know how many quads. Was at least one quad out, but there's track marks. Oh my goodness, he's got 3 supplies behind that. Okay. Bit of a lag situation here. Mojo. Mojo's going to be the one to disconnect. Yeah, I don't know. If Mojo does disconnect there, I think because it's around the 2-minute mark, I think a re would be in order. Because I don't think it's looking that great for SeZoOoT. If we have to come to that, at least. There's a ton of quads. That Licks is dead. Yeah, that's the problem. Because he had a tunnel there, he spotted that ASAP. I think it would have worked in SeZoOot's favor that the disconnect happened, to be honest. CXN is a special game mode, yeah. CXN is a tiny map, like maybe that big, for example. And you have maybe a little bit bigger than that, actually. Maybe like there to there. And you basically have like 2 oils each and a narrow passage like this to fight in. Well, Mojo is taking over the whole map. He is here, there, and everywhere. GG's. Well played from SeZoOoT. GG's from Mojo. Good luck next. Yeah, luckily there was no disconnections there in the end. A couple of lag issues and whatever. But that was kind of nice, you know, to see. He was very respectful, SeZoOoT. He tried his hardest. Yeah, a couple of bad strategies or whatever, but that's why he's a 50k player, apparently. And 50k on Twilight Flame is very different to 1v1 at the highest level. So, yeah, I still think that was kind of good. Ibrahim says, hey, Domi is uploaded in 2017. Okay, well, should we prove you wrong on that? So Ibrahim comes out with a lot of stuff, so we've got to do some fact checking. What do you think about that? Okay, so there's a few actually. Electric in that one 7 years ago. 7 years, right? Okay, and then you got 6 years. This one.
Electric.
Electric. So right, you've got this replay. September 2019. From Boyko. Let's see. It doesn't say the date. I'm assuming he played that in 2019. So yeah, Ibrahim was definitely around in 2019. So that's one thing we can fact check him on. Let's also check the map hack list. He's not convicted. Yeah, it's typically the CXM players used to map hack, but I would like to see Ibrahim in regular 1v1s because not everybody likes CXN. It's quite a newbie game mode. So let's see Ibrahim install the game and let's see him in action. Yeah, GG, well played to SeZoOoT. Nice try there. GG, well played to Mojo. He will continue, and his next set will be then against Ninja in round number 2. If we have a look actually at what sets are next, okay, so we just seen Mojo against SeZoOoT. Next set will be tomorrow, 19 GMT. Size against Radar. Actually, that's going to be 18:30 GMT probably, because we need to allow at least 2 hours for them to play so we can see Lift Truck against SR Mad. So, yeah, 2 sets tomorrow. And then Friday, 18 GMT, a Thumb Step game. And then over the weekend, we got more sets as well. all of these live streams are already set up. I think there's one scheduled for Monday that I haven't added yet. I can't remember who that was. Was it Apex and Drunkle? Yeah, I think Apex and Drunkle, 18 GMT. That's going to be added. So yeah, the link for the challenge bracket is in the description if you want to check it out. GG, well played. Thanks to everyone that joined. And we'll see you again tomorrow. GG.